Hello everyone, I am Marilyn Pacansa and I will be your second reporter for Chapter 9, which is all about modes of instruction. But in my part, I will only be focusing on the different kinds of alternative delivery modes or ADM. So, what is alternative delivery modes? Alternative delivery modes are aimed at resolving the learning needs of the marginalized pupils and those learners at risk of dropping out. So when we say marginalized pupils, these are those students who are underserved, or those students who have limited or little access of learning resources, and also these are those students who are unable to succeed on college campuses. So in elementary levels, there are three kinds of ADM: the multi-grade instruction, the MESOSA, and the impact. The multi-grade instruction is an alternative delivery of formal education whereby there is one teacher for 2, 3, or 4 different grade levels of students in a single class. So how would the teacher address this kind of instruction? So the teacher will bring the students to get together in a single class. That is the grade 1 and grade 2, grade 3 and grade 4, or even grade 5 and grade 6. There are strategies to be used in a multi-grade classes. One strategy is to group learners based on their mutual interest, or the students will be grouped according to their capabilities. The second ADM in elementary levels is the MESOSA, or modified in school approach. So this is an alternative delivery mode that allows students and actually promotes learning while at home or in the community. So under MESOSA, a class of pupils is divided into two groups, that is the group 1 and the group 2. The group 1 will be learning in school while the group 2 learns at home or in the community. And at the end of 1 week, there is an exchange or swapping of the group, which means the group 1 will be sent to outside the classroom and the group 2 will be learning in the school. But there is some instances that the teacher will combine the students together in one classroom so that they will learn with one another. The third ADM in elementary levels is the instructional management by parents, the community, and teachers, or the impact. Impact, it is a management system where the parents, teachers, and community collaborate to provide children with quality education at less cost. So in Impact, there is a collaboration between teachers, parents, and the community. So we all know that our parents serves as our first teacher, right? So with the help of our parents, we will be assisted on how to write, on how to read, and how to speak. And with the help of the Simayo Intech, there are learning materials that have been developed, including audio tapes and video tapes. These materials provides a great assistance to DepEd in giving instruction to students who cannot afford to attend formal education or who cannot afford to go to school. Also, Impact is made to address the high percentage of dropouts. So, Impact offers 3 delivery modes. The first one is the program teaching, or employing bright pupils as program teachers who use specific teaching procedures. So when we say program teaching, it is the process of arranging the material to be learned into a series of sequential steps that is from known to unknown. The second one is the peer group learning. It is the process of learning with the groups, or in short, it is a group study. And the third one is the self-instruction. It is where the students learn the task individually or independently. Now let's proceed to the ADMs in the secondary levels. We all know that in high school, there are 2 years of education added. That is the grade 11 and the grade 12. But is this effective if the school has a lack of classroom, learning materials, or resource requirements? The answer is yes. With the support of DepEd, they find an effective solution, and that is the ADM, in which students could pursue education at any time and anywhere. These are effective, affordable secondary education, the OHSP or Open High School System, the DRP or the Dropout Reduction Program, and the ALS program or alternative learning system. So let's talk first about the effective and affordable secondary education. This is for students who cannot attend schools for several reasons. It could be due to physical conditions, whose residences are too far from school, and so on. So it can be done through self-study, where the students are given modules to study with the assistance of their tutor. So even if they don't have formal education, they would still learn at home with the modules. And the second ADM in the secondary levels is the OHSP or the Open High School System. OHSP is for students who incur long-term absences or students who are permanently unable to attend school due to time, distance, and financial constraints. So this can be done through self-instruction with the support of their tutors, and the students in this area could learn through internet-based learning or with a computer. The third ADM in secondary levels is the Dropout Reduction Program. So under this, there are 3 modes of learning that enable students to continue schooling even without attending formal classes or face-to-face classes. These are modular system, internet-based learning, and blended technology. Modular system, wherein students are given learning modules which they can bring home for self-study. And the second one is the internet-based learning. It is where the students learn with a computer or the internet. And the last one is the blended technology. It is the combination of modular system and internet-based modes of learning. And the fourth ADM, the secondary levels, is the Alternative Learning System or the ALS programs. Currently, the DepEd offers ALS programs, and these are Basic Literacy Program, Accreditation and Equivalency Program, Indigenous Peoples Education Program, and Informal Education Program. So let's talk about first the Basic Literacy Program. Basic Literacy Program is for those with little or no education at all, or for those out of school children or even adults. So in this program, the students will be guided on how to write, how to read, and how to speak. Next is the Accreditation and Equivalency Program. This is offered for literates who have not completed 10 years of basic education, and this is for children who are 15 years old above, and for those who are unable to avail the formal school or who have dropped out of elementary or secondary education. And if the students pass the accreditation and equivalency examination, they are allowed to enter college or universities. They are allowed to re-enter the world of work. They are allowed to re-enter elementary or secondary school, and they allowed to learn essential life skills to participate more fully and actively in the political, social, and economic lives in the community. Another is the Indigenous Peoples Education Program. It aims to develop an IP culture-sensitive core curriculum, learning materials, and assessment tools or instruments. So the purpose of this program is to create an educational curriculum to develop the cultures of the indigenous people by providing activities that would educate their minds about their culture, traditions, and so on. The core areas of the curriculum are family life, civic consciousness, environment, health, sanitation and nutrition, economics, and income. And the last one is the informal education program. Informal education program provides opportunities for adolescents, parents, and street children to gain knowledge and skills. So this is where the students learn in their community. Now let's proceed to the different types of learning, which are the distance learning, open learning, and flexible learning. Actually, these types of learnings are often used interchangeably, but let's find out their differences. When we say distance learning, it implies separation in space and time between the students and the teachers. Distance learning is also called remote learning, which means it doesn't include face-to-face interaction between students and teachers. And when we say open learning, it is used to describe the courses flexibly to meet individual requirements. This is available to anyone regardless of students' qualifications. So the students here could pursue their education without attending regular classes, and it gives the students the opportunity to learn from their own space at their own pace. And when we say flexible learning, it is a method where the students are given freedom in how, what, when, and where they learn. It provides students several options for learning. It could be done through online, face-to-face classes, or blended learning. So the students here could also attend classes in it's either days or nights, or in campuses or outside the school. So that's all, and thank you for listening.